Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 35, Week 6, with your hosts, myself, Nicholas Tyler.
Me, Simon Wood.
Me, Simon Wood.
No, I'm Simon Wood.
No, I'm Simon Wood.
Let's start off with where we do every week. Let's look around the GFL. Rindraith's winning, Hulk beating up the Gunslingers, the old Hulk
scores.
building up the new Hulk, Coach with no name winning.
A lot of big margins there. Dumber Mules, they won.
Beat the Twin City Saints 44-7.
Big up the Mules. Big up the
Big
Mules.
up the Mules.
That's what Firebirds Terror was a close game.
That's the close game, isn't it?
Hawks Emperors. The Hawks Emperors, like I looked up the stats for the week, and the Hawks quarterback threw for over 500 yards this game for 0 touchdowns.
Nice.
So, yeah, that is unfortunate for them. Whereas the Wraiths and the Hulk had huge running back games this week with Gonzalez and Stevens for lots and lots of yards.
Take a look at the standings.
Whoa, Dumber Mules are top.
Yeah. Managed to dethrone Gary fucking Stevens.
Best defense in the league. If you ignore the coach no name.
If you ignore the coach. And you're 3-0 in your division as well, which is always a good place to be. How many times do you have to play Gary fucking Stevens this year?
Gary fucking Stevens? Don't know. I've played him once. That's fucking all.
You only play him once. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got Pirates and Saints as your 2 in division games.
Yep.
So you're who are your other opponents?
Raiders.
No, week 10 is the Hulk. Big game, week 10.
This is the week 8 game against the Raiders is probably the challenge. Because they look rather tasty.
You're looking good for a wild card at least.
Fair though. Gary fucking Stevens has to play the Rin Wraiths on week 10, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll take them down. You never know.
True. He is Gary fucking Stevens after all. But if he can't take me down, like he's going to struggle.
We had a big match with the Rivets this week, right? In the big...
No, I don't, he's dead to me. He's Gary fucking Stevens.
Whoa. We're going through the play-by-play. We promised the viewers we would watch the play-by-play. The Lametta Lightning, who I think are rebuilding, or at the end of coming towards the end of a rebuild, 4-2. That's a strong place to be.
Yeah, he got smashed by the Dumber Mules, so can't
He
be doing
did
that
indeed get smashed by the dumber mules.
And Paul shoved a rocket up his ass as well.
City heroes.
NFC South's looking tight though.
Like a tiger.
What? Looking tight.
Tweet like a tiger.
Steelers, Terror, Firebirds. All with 2-1 records in the division.
Division, yeah.
Keeps it tasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how is the tank club? Who's winning the tank battle?
District 12 Gunslingers, right?
The Wildcats are not far off though.
Wildcats on 13 points. Didn't add to their points tally this week.
Let's have a look at the playoff picture. Simon, you're in the playoff picture, but you still have no logo on your helmet. Which means Nick cannot back you in the playoffs.
That is true.
Maybe it's a tactic. There are 8 teams on 4-2 or better in the AFC.
I will get a helmet design when Kendall's good and ready, Lee.
Fair enough.
It's going to be a ding-dong battle in the AFC then. Quality records.
Anything else before we move on to the Atlantic?
Let's take a look at the Atlantic. Rapiers, Snow Bears. Now that's the game.
Points.
Not only that, the Snow Bears beat the Rapiers, which was unexpected.
Yes.
They put themselves back in the picture.
I scored 12 points, which was also unexpected.
That is true. Normally you score 1 plus 2 points.
Meerkats letting me down. Scorpions losing to Chickerel.
Yeah.
Tigers, Warriors, nice tight game.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like
Like
the
with
Warriors,
the Magpies and the Benton and Edges.
yeah, the Warriors have like what they 0-6. They've had a lot of close games. Well, it feels like they've had a lot of close games. So
Have a look at the standings, see how that's affected things.
CFC East is looking a bit more of a sorted.
So are you winning the rest of the season, Nick?
I'll try, but it's not looking good. Number 1 pass offense in the league.
It's because you're running spread, you could only run.
Hey, I wasn't this week. Yeah, went
Spread
pistol this
offense.
week. But yeah, our defense is not good, so it's not happening this season. CFC West is looking close as ever.
Especially-
Sharks, Avalanche, and Stampede, you know. So, and well, Cyclones and Warriors still battling out for that first seed.
Hey, the Mariners and Bears are kind of in the race.
Well, you guys drew, so you're out of the picture at the moment.
Currently,
Until
yes.
something changes. You guys foolishly drew with one another.
Yeah,
Which was
that-
impressive to be honest.
Yeah, pretty damn impressive.
How do you tank a season and still screw it up? Draw with the other team that's tanking the season.
To be honest, I'm just trying to get XP in players at the minute. Tanking is an added bonus. The playoff picture.
If you go back to the standings just for 2 seconds, now the MFC East is nearly wrapped up already. With the Blues 6-0 and the Comets 2-3-1 underneath.
They need to have tied 3 games now in division, so it can do 2-3-1, 2-1-3. I don't know. Not possible, but it would please me if there wasn't a 0 in that column.
Yeah.
So playoff picture. So I think it's been a while since we've seen Tayside
Quietly
in
going
very
about
strong
their
playoff.
business.
Yeah.
As always, very quietly going about their business. And Stampede have come back this season. Not that they've ever been like bad, but
I mean,
they've struggled a bit against the Avalanche and Sharks in their game ahead. In
they
this season.
historically were not a good team if we go back many, many years and many coaches.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They struggled against the Avalanche because of the coach. That was their problem there.
Evidently so. Same with the Sharks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They changed the coach.
There's just not as much fighting talk at the Sharks anymore, is there?
No. The fighting talk has gone elsewhere.
Need Kevin Wallace back at the Sharks with his weird tactics as well.
Go Wallies.
Always entertaining.
Where is the Wallies?
He's in the GFL somewhere or other. Not sure where though.
Yeah, should we move on to the big sky?
Yeah.
So in a change from our regular programming.
We interrupt this, pardon the inception, for a play-by-play. You can already see a touchdown. This is disappointing.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
That's a medium
Even got
pass and a
interlude.
half.
Even got interlude music.
Kick good. Kick off. Gary fucking Stevens. Gary. Oh, he's moving it.
Moving the chains.
Oh, punt.
Gazelle Jr.
Pass. Pass. Run. None of his teams can have junior in their name, right? It's what they call everyone else. All right, junior.
Senior. That's what they got to be called.
Very senior. God, this doesn't bode well. I don't think Gary fucking Stevens' passing game can do anything.
I believe his running back's injured.
Yeah, he's starting running back, got a D, or it was an E, I think. So the game was kind of over before it even begun, which is really
which doesn't help. However, they've on a bigger point, they've not been able to stop the Rivets offense.
No, but I thought no one can stop the Rivers offense. I thought they could outscore them, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, without your main
interception there is
Intercepted.
That's a classic gridiron move. You gotta get intercepted on the 0.
Or fumble on the 0.
Yep.
That also works. It's not looking good for Gary fucking Stevens.
Not looking good for Gary fucking Stevens. He can't handle the pressure.
Or
Can't handle it.
It's just luring the Rivets into a false sense of security.
He'll smash them later in the season.
Yeah.
He needs to get his running back, but he's played him in 1, 2, 3 weeks. So perfect. He's still going to be on a P, I think. Maybe he can recover.
Although this was the home game, right? So
yeah, so that would be at the Rivets.
Yeah, but the Surfers are always better away from home.
Is that because there's better wash, whatever it's called.
This is a fun series of plays. So they veer for 3 yards.
lost 4
Somehow get a first down. Then they lose 4, lose 6 on line plunge and veers, and then lose 5 on a draw and fumble it. Weird.
That's how good.
Taken an absolute beating there. Just picked the player up and dropped him 5 yards back.
Like, losing that many yards on a run up the middle is impressive. On 3 runs up the middle in a row, super impressive. 45-0, Simon. 45-0.
I said Gary fucking Stevens is dead to me. You have to find a new talisman. I'm searching now, if you want to apply to be the new Gary fucking Stevens, send me a postcard.
Dear. Anyway, so around the other scores. Titans beat the Huskies in a close one.
7-0.
7-0 is a unusual, is a lesser seen score.
Yeah. 42-40, that's more like it. Rhinos, Super Weedles. Yeah. Hornets won again. Not sure Tripson did very much in that game. He's not on the top 10 receivers for the week. So.
What?
This must be investigated.
The top 10 receivers for the week only have a combined 7 touchdowns between them, though.
132 yards.
Didn't make the top 10, though.
But anyway, let's have a quick look at the standings. So we can see that Alec Humphreys is still doing Alec Humphrey things.
That's because he's the best.
I like the way Phil Haggis is still top with his caretaker team.
Is it Phil owed to Haggis who's going to take down the Rivets?
No,
Possible.
Tom Watt. You what?
Tom what?
You what?
He's currently number 1 seed over the Rivets.
Yeah, you Tom what?
So
maybe we got to keep an eye on Tom what.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
Right. We move on to the Continental.
is that because the Rivets are just going to win this?
Yeah.
Maybe the Rivets could win the Continental as well. A bit of splash damage.
Also,
they win so hard they win all of the leagues.
With a little bit of scouting I did beforehand.
Is there some Strom action? Yeah.
12 yards.
Strom.
And a touchdown.
How many minutes did he play?
He wasn't in the game over.
Didn't play much though, I assume.
Where's the one with Strom?
It's white and black offense. Yeah.
That's a reasonable amount. 3 carries. Whereas Anguita racked up another 392 yards and 6 touchdowns.
But yeah, every single comment is about Strom in the game comment.
He still needs 52 yards to hit 20,000 yards.
Anguita or Strom? Because Anguita must be on his tail right now.
Yeah, what's Anguita on? Anguita's only on 11,000, or just shy of 12,000. Strom's only on 20k.
Age 7 player.
Strom's just, the man.
Oh,
yeah, he needs to play him again. Needs 52 yards.
Yeah, just whack him in a game over. If you haven't got that championship C, it's only a matter of time.
Should have whacked him in the starting team.
There we go. Nick knows how it's done.
Oh, I love it. Royals versus the Angels. Another massive score for the Angels. 50-49.
We're just going to score a fuck ton of points.
Who needs defense?
It is fair. Especially if you can eat up the clock with your offense as well.
Well, that division, Royals have scored 49 points this week. Angels scored 50, and then the Brooklyn Park one was also scored 50 points this week. The division's just like, let's just score points and see who comes out on top.
Yeah, we're actually not playing American football. We're playing like minor league basketball where the scores are much lower or something.
It's a good win for the Westies as well, 32-0.
Westies are always good.
Only in the Continental, though. Not so good in the GFL.
Oh, there's no Westies in the GFL.
Well, there's a Gary Lyon in the GFL, though.
Yes, but I did say the Westies. Badgers must have the RFC East locked up now.
Well, pretty much.
1 week, and I think it's a mathematical lock if they win.
This week, because they play the Reavers. So.
Well, when the Reavers win 100-0, it's all back on.
True. That would swing it a little bit.
I would.
The only way to stop Badgers losing 100-0 is to play Strom every down.
And then the first seed is between the Express and the Venom now. The Express having quite the points differential over them. First pick those.
First pick. So yeah, I was looking at first seed and going,
seed instead of pick. There's quite a few 6-0 teams there. 5
loads.
6-0 teams.
5.
Yeah. Interesting. I heard Westies have only conceded 29 points in 6 games.
That's madness.
Yeah, a bit insane.
They even played the Angels, and the Angels only put up 7 points.
Angels are bottom of their division and they just rack up points every week. I guess having no defense does get to you eventually, but
I mean they've conceded 301
yeah,
points.
That paints a picture, doesn't it? 50 points more than like the team that's 0-6 and Yeah.
Should we take a look at the Delta?
Sure thing.
Nick, there's been a change in the Delta.
A change in the Delta.
To your beloved Zeppelin.
They won.
They won this week. They have a new coach now.
It's fine as long as they're winning.
Well, the coach has come in the last couple of days.
I'm a glory hunter, really. What is with that Cougars Robert Barron's game? 57. I thought 50-49 was big, but 57-56 is going bigger.
That 1 point difference. Simon, have you any idea what could have caused that 1 point difference?
What 1 point difference?
But sorry, the 1 point, the Robert Barron's only scoring 56 as opposed to 57 or 58 points.
If he had a better quarterback, it might help.
See, you're thinking that if you have a non-flat QST, you might be able to score that extra point.
Easily.
Okay.
And some form of running game, even if it's a bit of a shit one.
Did pass for 669 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Scored 7 touchdowns. It's pretty good going.
Would have got more if he didn't have a flat QST.
Easily.
Wait, what? So what? Like, that's a lot more than what the Cougars seem to have on the week 6 stats. Are there like a bunch of interceptions or something?
Yeah. There was 6 interceptions for Cougars.
Jeez. Okay.
And they won.
Many
taken to the house?
turnovers.
Any to the house? To the house.
One, yeah, but it was a Sacramento one. Sacramento interception went to the house.
Any to the Matthews Bridge?
Nah.
-3 rushing yards. That's what did it.
To be fair, actually, both have a pretty good return game as well.
It's just the Hoff factor.
Just don't hassle him. He will beat you.
Yeah, I think those turnovers were a problem for him.
Do you know what type of quarterback doesn't throw turnovers?
60-20-20.
Yeah, that'd work. 20-60-20, that'd work. 20-20-60.
Well, 60-20-20, it's just not going to pass the ball.
Exactly. So he's not going to throw any interceptions. It's all good.
Can't throw any interceptions if you don't throw the ball.
I might even take a 20-55-25.
You're not a big fan of the 30-35-35 then?
Not particularly. Not unless you've got
I'll be honest,
not unless you're a run first team.
It's nice to see that quarterback is doing well though. Right? I guess it's moved ever so slightly.
Well, what's nice about it, Nick? Don't believe you.
That
you've glossed overly is that Simon won the Simon
You
Bowl.
don't normally see it.
There was a Simon Bowl this week.
Of course there was.
Did you win the Simon Bowl?
Of course I did. Don't lose Simon Bowls. Come on.
Do I need to update my history of the site of the Simon Bowl?
Probably, but you suck at that.
That was one of my favourite articles to write.
Yeah, I think Simon Sharp's just got a bit meh. Yeah, Simon Bowl's not as fun.
Yeah. Right, so Aaron looks like he's locked up. Zeppelin look good. If trying to remember the name of the new coach, I'm gonna actually have to look it up. Dylan. If Dylan does happen to watch this, reach out to Ian, who was the caretaker for the team. See what his plans for it were. They've been doing pretty well. That will give you a good head start in learning the game and how it works.
Indeed.
Mad Dog dropping to 4-2 as predicted by everybody.
It's interesting because like both the West divisions at the moment are holding both the wildcard slots, right? unless I'm missing something.
VFC East is holding one of the wild cards currently.
Fair. The GFC West is going to provide 2 wild cards, definitely.
Yeah.
VFC West, probably
VFC
not, because
East.
the East will nick one.
I felt like I was missing something there.
It's easy
quick
to
win
overlook. It's so easy to overlook the flop ahead. So
much of the same in the Delta, I guess.
Yeah, it's going pretty much as we've been discussing. We haven't seen any massive surprises. So,
other than the Katana's losing a game.
Yeah, it was to the Hoff though. So,
and the Lone Stars lost a game as well, I guess.
That happens slightly more regularly. Let's finish off with the Empire. Nice big score from the Kings again.
Kings. Big score for the Hunters as well.
RQ beat the Storm.
It's finally happened. Wranglers beat the Lions. That's a pretty big game. There's a lot of 34 points in the row at the bottom. Jets 34, Griffins 34, Boise 34.
Boise!
So
Storm. This is an upset, I'm pretty sure.
R cubed. Go, go, go.
I'm pretty certain it's an upset.
I mean, I back R cubes every season, but that usually just means they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, I guess it's just a close game, right?
Storm. I just want to check in. Not want to take anything away. I just want to check injuries.
Oh, they didn't win it by as much as the spread, though.
To be fair, the beat-up team is R cubed.
They are the rough Rangers.
Yeah. If anyone that's seen Shaolin Soccer, the training bit when they first get the team back together, when they play against the team that have like wrenches in bags and things, that's pretty much the Romford rougher Rangers. Yeah, no, this is this should mix up the standings of that division a lot.
As Theo said in the comments, they completely eliminated the running back.
Yeah,
Van Nassau, was it? 28 yards off 22 carries. That's pretty big. So,
apart from that, I think most of the results have gone largely as we expected them to.
Probably blow open the number 1 seed on that side of things.
Yeah, let's take a look at the standings.
The Monarchs are now number 1 seed.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to be seeing that at this point in the season, with the Kings and the Storm on that side of the draw.
Interesting, despite picking up that win, it still keeps R cubed third in their division.
Yeah, the division's a tough one, isn't it?
Yes, really is tough.
Although going into that game on 3-2 and an 0-2 divisional record, that is backs against the wall. Sort of,
I mean, it's probably win out from here.
Yeah, I mean, they had to win that game, right? Yeah. And that game did not look like one they were.
Every game is now a playoff game for R cubed.
So, interesting to see the Blackfire Rogues still haven't scored a point. Outdoing Gary Lyon at this point. I mean, in the BFC, we have Jacksonville High Hunters and Birmingham Red Bull. Red Bull's crushing it. Jaguars, top of that division.
Scottmeister General, relatively close on the tail.
Griffins are keeping up, though. 5-1, only 1 game behind the Red Bulls. No, it looks like the Russians are making the BFC West. They're
Ye-
not trying to make
yeah.
it theirs this season. So,
And then
you got like
Yeah.
a Tigers Claymores battle at the moment for the wild card spot on one side. And you say R cubed are on the edge there. Do they have to play the Hornets still? That's the real question. They don't, but they've got
No.
the Storm again. Storm and Bedbrook. They really need to win the next 2 games and then hope that they can beat the Storm again and Bedbrook can possibly rest. Looks unlikely, but
very unlikely unless Bedford lose a couple of games. Yeah.
So, tough running for the Rough Riders. Rough Rangers even, not the Rough Riders.
Anything else before we bring this to a close?
No.
Okay. With that and Simon's expert insights into the Empire, that'll be goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.